I have dealt with a lot of internal strife and trauma that led me to be very depressed, angry, sad, anxious, you name it, it's been there in my life. And what I was looking for was a release valve to get the conversations that were necessary and also the ones that I was looking for. The ocean never played a centric part of my life early on as a kid. I had a few interactions with it and I enjoyed being in the water, but I didn't fully experience that until much later in life. What I realized once I got in that water was that I could express all of my emotions and the conversations within myself that needed to be had. And I'm not saying it works for you, it just worked for me. I loved being out in nature. It might be a bike trail for you, it might be a walking trail, a skateboard, a bike, anything. What I'm really trying to say is the release valve was super critical for me. And it also created a community that I love and I'm super empowered by, that support, that love, that have my back around every turn, on every wave, that allows me to be who I want to be. The ocean is a centric part of my life now because it allowed me to heal some of the wounds that needed to be healed. And it's not always perfect, but it's definitely worth it. There have been moments in my life where I have been out in the water that has created a spiritual experience. I remember 3 years ago I was in Hawaii snorkeling for the very first time, and a wave came and I put my arm out and it floated me past reefs and rocks and fish and sea life. I remember being out on a surfboard and having 4 or 5 dolphins jump and dance towards me. I jumped off my surfboard, went underneath the water, and listened to them click and sing. And I never once thought in my life that I would be in the ocean swimming with dancing dolphins and having the time of my life. Yet here I am, and here they are, waiting to experience more stoke with me. And that metaphysical moment, that spiritual moment of gratitude, fulfillment, and happiness, and pure stoke was something I have sought to recreate and push forward in my life. These moments meant so much to me because floating with dolphins or floating in space were never meant to be part of my story. In fact, living with a difference such as cerebral palsy, the disability that I've grown up with, you could plug anything else into that. Cancer, difficulties, abuse, you name it, we've all been there. It was doubtful that I would ever come to experience these things, and being in those moments allowed me to see all of my vulnerability, my sadness, my pain that I had ignored up to that point. And I don't have all these answers. I just know that I enjoy creating content. I enjoy being in that ocean. Being in nature allows me to be grounded in the present. What I do know is that by sharing experiences and sharing these vulnerabilities allows this conversation of how to be a little bit happier every day, whether that's getting up to brush your teeth or going out and experiencing giant huge waves that could crush your skull. I'm not saying that that's the answer, but it's definitely something that I enjoy and I love it, and I seek to replicate it every single day.